When my daughter was born, my husband and I had recently moved to Massachusetts. We were on one income because my husband was using the GI Bill to go back to school full time. I called dozens of facilities. Many were full for infants. Most we couldn't afford, and even fewer had the necessary 50 hours of coverage that we needed a week. What we realized is that we couldn't afford daycare in Massachusetts. At the time, I was working in New Hampshire, and daycare was a little bit more affordable there. So as soon as I was able to go back to work, I would pack her up and she would commute with me. The answer to affordable daycare in Massachusetts cannot be that you have to leave the state.
When I got pregnant with my daughter, my husband and I were both working full time, and it became really clear really fast that daycare was not an option for us because it was going to take more than my paycheck to put my daughter in daycare full time. So it just wasn't even a reality. So I became a stay-at-home mom, and that was great, and I loved it. But not having the option to work because childcare was so expensive and not having family that I could rely on was challenging. And the big question became affordability versus quality. And it was really obvious really fast that those two things don't line up, especially in Taunton, which is very much a childcare desert. There are very few options. And again, if I wasn't going to pay more than my paycheck was going to be, the options were even smaller.
There is only a handful of providers around here, and some do not take infants. The wait lists for infants are so long, sometimes we were quoted over 6 months. Price-wise, daycares are very expensive. We know many families who can barely afford the daycare with 2 kids, and it is not affordable for many families with more than 2 kids. And many parents have to quit their jobs because daycare costs more than they earn. It is very sad, actually, to see in such a well-off country like the United States that one often needs to choose between having a kid and having a professional career. I think a public daycare is just as important as a public school system that we have, and we should certainly reorganize our education system and prioritize the importance of high-quality early education for our children.
Childcare is important to me and is important to many other working parents that I know because we need a safe environment with caring adults to send our children, and also a place where they can socialize with other young people. And we urgently need federal funds here in Massachusetts to support childcare. And also additional state investment to make sure that all children, regardless of their parents' income, regardless of their zip code, are able to access safe and affordable childcare here in the state.